Hey, what's up everyone? Josh Quinones here, and on my neck right here is actually a very cool piece of tech. Something that can be useful for both, the summer and the winter. This right here is the Ranvoo AICE 3 neck air conditioner. So yeah, an air conditioner for your neck. So, if it's hot outside or maybe you're just in a hot environment indoors, this is actually going to help keep you nice and cool. Or maybe, it's wintertime or you're just in a cold environment, you want to keep warm. Well, this can also act as a heater and keep you nice and warm as well. So you're kind of getting the best of both worlds with this neck fan right here, or neck air conditioner, I should say. But it's actually got a nice premium look to it, a premium feel, and it's got some flex to it there as well. So it can fit different sized necks as well. But they have jam-packed this thing with features. Not only is it a neck air conditioner, but it can measure your steps, measure, your burnt calories. It can measure distance walked. It can tell you the temperature outside. It can also measure your heartbeat and allow you to listen to music with that built-in speaker in the back. So definitely a lot going on here in this neck air conditioner. And you can actually access all of that info straight on the neck air conditioner itself with this touchscreen that we have here on the side. So once you tap it, you're greeted with the main home screen that's going to, tell you what mode you're in, whether you're in the cooling mode, the heating mode, or even automatic mode. So this does have an automatic mode where if it senses you need to be cooler, it'll cool you down, or if it senses that you need to be warmer, it'll go into that heating mode to warm you up. So this does have sensors to allow it to, bring it into an automatic mode for you if you wish to do so. And then this home screen also gives you information like your steps, the weather, and then if you swipe over, you get your heart rate, swipe over again, you get your burnt calories, your steps, distance walked as well, swipe over again, temperature, swipe over again, you get the play, previous or next option for music. So let's test the speaker out real quick. I will be honest here, when it comes to this built-in speaker, it's not really the loudest, but let me just give you a little idea. So I'm gonna go ahead and press play right here. Put it right here next to the mic. It'll get the job done. Honestly, it's not going to replace a pair of good earbuds or even a cheap pair of earbuds. It doesn't get the loudest. That was at max volume right there, and I had it pretty close here to the mic. So you got to think, if this is going to be on your neck like this, that speaker is on the bottom backside, so facing down, towards your back. If you're outside taking a walk, maybe you got the fan going to keep you cool during your walk because it's hot outside. So that fan is actually going to come up to your ears, so you'll kind of be able to get noise from that air, and then maybe you're getting noise from cars driving back and forth, or maybe it's a windy day. This speaker isn't going to be the loudest. It's not going to be the easiest to listen to that music all the time, unless you're in a quiet environment, or maybe you're just at home chilling, maybe you're on the couch, you wanna keep cool or keep warm, then yeah, that's when the music will be a little bit louder, you'll be able to hear it easier. But if you're someone who maybe you don't own a pair of headphones or earbuds, but you still wanna listen to music, then hey, there's an option for you there to listen to music on this neck fan. I just gotta be honest with you though, it doesn't sound the best. Now, if we swipe the other way from the home screen, we get options like a healthy menu. That's going to give you your heart rate. You got a workout menu, weather menu, or you can go into your settings here where you can turn the sound on or off. You can turn the vibration on this on or off. You can adjust different options here like sedentary, stressful, sweating. And then if I go back, you have an energy saving mode as well. If I swipe over again, you got your Bluetooth that you can turn on or off. This also has a wear detection, which is actually a pretty useful feature. So if you're wearing it, you got the air conditioner going, you take it off, it'll automatically stop it for you to save battery. And then once you put it back on, it'll automatically start that air conditioner for you once again. I gotta talk about when setting up this fan. Now, I'm not sure if it's going to be like this for everyone, depending on where you buy it from, but the company actually sent this out to me. So first of all, huge thanks to them for that, for sending this out for us to take a look at here on the channel. But I gotta say, setting this up was kind of a pain at first, if I'm being truly honest with you guys, because the language on the fan itself, on the touchscreen right here, nothing was in English at all. So I couldn't understand. I mean, I can see symbols, so I kind of got a little idea of what was what, but I wasn't able to read my way through and trying to change up the language on here. So I kind of just set it aside for a little bit because I got frustrated after a while, decided to pick it up again, try it out, still couldn't figure it out. The company finally helped me out in switching up the language on this, but that's kind of a pain. I really shouldn't have to do that, you know, in order to start using this. And you can start using it right out of the box. Now, this also does have app compatibility. So there is an app that you can download, which basically gives you all the options that you already get on the fan itself. It just kind of makes it more convenient because honestly, if I'm wearing it like this, in order to use this touchscreen right here, you know, I got to take it off like this. Okay, tap on it and then, you know, just kind of go through, you know, whatever it is I'm trying to do on this neck fan right here. And it's not always the most convenient. Sometimes it's just easier to, you know, leave it on, keep cooling myself down, pull out my phone, open up the app and then, you know, control it through there or go through the settings there or whatever it is I'm trying to do. Sometimes that is just more convenient. Now on the app itself, like I said, it's going to give you all the options that the fan does. The app itself does allow me to change it to Fahrenheit because I don't read Celsius. I don't know how to read Celsius. I'm a Fahrenheit guy. But the thing is, when I change it to Fahrenheit on the app, it still stays on the Celsius mode here on the fan itself, which, you know, is pretty much common sense, I guess. You know, the lower you go, the colder it'll go, the higher you go, the warmer it'll get. But still, you know, I tried figuring out a way on how to change it on this fan. I'm not sure if all the units are like this, but at least on this one right here, I'm not able to change that. It does stay stuck in Celsius. But if you can't figure out on the fan itself how to switch it from whatever language mode it's on, to be able to switch it to English, you can also do that in the app, which does make it a lot easier, you know, to be able to customize the settings how you want them to. So I just thought I'd throw that out there in case there is anybody that decides to get this and runs into that problem. Make sure you download the app. That way it just makes the overall experience just a little bit easier setting this up. Now you don't need the app, but like I said, just adds a little bit more convenience so you don't have to take this off in order to, you know, use the touchscreen just to switch up your settings if you want to do that. Now, in order to turn this off and on, there's actually a button here in the back or on the top, however you want to put it. You just press and hold it, it'll turn it on. You press and hold it again, it'll turn it off. There's also a button here on the left side that glows. There's a little light around it. If you press it once, it'll pause that or it'll stop the airflow. If you press it again, it'll turn it back on, it'll stop it. Or if you press and hold it, then that's when it'll switch modes for you. So you don't actually have to go into the screen itself to switch up your mode. You just press and hold that. It'll switch it to heating mode if you want. You press and hold again. It'll switch it to automatic mode. Press it and hold again. It'll switch it back to cool mode if you want to. Now, let me give you a little idea of the volume on this when it comes to the air when it's pushing through, and I do have it at the highest setting. So I'm gonna go ahead and put it around my neck right here. It's currently going. Got the microphone right here in the middle, so you should kind of be able to hear that. I'll stay quiet for a few seconds. And it actually feels really good. It's kind of hitting up towards the back of my ears, up the side of my face. And not only does it, here, hold on, let me pause this real quick. Now, not only is it pushing air up to my face to keep my face cool, inside right here are these pads, and these actually get very cold as well. So it's cooling the all around your neck right here. And then on the back, we do have another vent that pushes air down the back of your neck to your back. But honestly, I mean, I don't really feel that at all when it's going, you know, down the back of my neck to my back, unless I'm not wearing a shirt. That's probably the only time where I'll kind of feel it. Or if I'm wearing a collar, it'll kind of shoot down that collar, but that's about it. If I'm wearing a regular shirt like this, I don't really feel that air, you know, pushing down the back. Now, as far as temperature goes, this does get as cold as 60 degrees Fahrenheit up to 86 degrees Fahrenheit on that cooling mode. And then when we get on that heating mode, it starts out at 107 degrees Fahrenheit up to 122 degrees Fahrenheit, which is pretty hot. And that's pretty much what the weather is like here where I live right now. Just yesterday, it reached 121. Now, that's the next thing I want to talk about. If you do decide to use this outside because it's hot, I would say temperatures maybe over 106, over 107, this does have a hard time keeping up with that heat. So if you're in direct sunlight, it's about 106, 107 outside or anything higher than that, it's gonna be really hard for this to keep up and stay cool for you around this neck area. And it's pretty much like it's just going to be blowing the hot air at your face that's outside. Unless you're sweating, and then with the air hitting that sweat, yeah, that'll make you feel a little bit cooler. But as far as the sides go, that hot weather is making this warm. Like I said, it just has a hard time keeping up. So I would either use this in the shade or maybe in temperatures below 106, because I notice anything below that, it's pretty much kept up pretty good. Now, when it comes to battery life on this, battery life is going to be different for everyone. You know, it's really going to depend on what mode you have it on and what speed you have it on. So I usually use this on the highest speed. So that air is just flowing, hitting my face constantly at the highest speed, at the coldest temperature. And I've gotten about maybe a total of about 2 to 2.5 hours of total usage using this on high. Of course, if you're using it at about, you know, maybe 50%, 60% or even lower, it will last you a lot longer. But like I said, I'm using this thing on high. I'm getting about 2.5 hours out of it at the most. I wish battery life was, you know, a bit better than that so I can get more usage out of that using this on high, but unfortunately, like I said, only getting about 2 to 2.5 hours. Like I said, using this with everything on high. Okay, now when it comes to the price of this neck air conditioner right here, on their website, it does say around $400, which honestly, in my opinion, I'm not gonna be paying 400 bucks for this. That is a lot of money, but I have seen it on Amazon for around 350 bucks, which yeah, it's still a little high. I mean, maybe $280, $300 would have been a good price for this. I understand that, you know, it's jam-packed with a lot of features, but at least for me personally, now, okay, let me say this. Everything that this neck air conditioner has to offer might be good for some people. A lot of people might find a lot of use with all the features that this, you know, air conditioner offers. But for me personally, you know, I don't need this thing to count my steps. I don't need it to count my burnt calories or measure my walking distance. I don't need it to listen to music. I basically just want to use it for what it is, a neck air conditioner. I want it to keep me cool or I want it to keep me warm, and that's it. I don't need it for anything else. I don't need it to measure my heart rate because, you know, I have a smartwatch that I wear all the time that does all that for me. It measures my heart rate, it measures my walks, the distance, it measures the steps, measures a lot of stuff, even my smartphone. And the same thing goes for a lot of people, I'm sure. And then, you know, I have a good pair of earbuds that I'd rather use than trying to listen to music on this right here. Unless, you know, for some odd reason I can't find my earbuds, or maybe I just forget them, then yeah, it's nice that I can play music on this. But, you know, I wouldn't choose the speaker over my earbuds. That's just me personally, honestly. So if they took all that stuff out, I'm sure the price on this would have been able to be, you know, a bit lower than what it is. But I don't know, y'all let me know what you think down in the comment sections below. For some people, like I said, it might be worth it, but for me personally, I wouldn't pay that much for a neck fan like this, because if I'm buying a neck fan, like I said, I just want to use it for a neck fan. Now, this also does come with a stand in the box as well, which is pretty nice because you can still leave it on, put it on that stand and kind of use it as a fan. Maybe, you know, you're at your office, or maybe you're just sitting at a desk, you want to stay cool, and this will kind of act as that fan. You know, it's not as loud as one of, you know, those bigger fans, those bigger rotating fans. So that's kind of a nice feature. This does charge with a USB Type-C cable as well. So also a nice feature. And yeah, I mean, just overall, this actually is a really cool product. Like I said, jam-packed with features that could be useful for a lot of people. Other people might not find them so useful because you don't need them. But for the people that do, this could be a product that is worth it for you. I'll have a link down in the description below so you can check one out for yourself if you do decide to do so. Maybe you want to pick one up for a family member as a gift or something like that. This could be useful for a lot of people. But y'all let me know your thoughts down in the comment sections below. If you did find this video helpful, if you did like it, make sure to give it a huge thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that bell for notifications so you're not missing out on any other future content to come. Thanks so much for watching. This is Josh Quinones. I'll see you on the next one. Peace out.